Hi, everybody. This is going to be a really good looking man photo shoot of me from a year ago. Fly me to the moon and the blah, 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 blah. I feel happy. I feel happy. You know why? I feel happy because I was so depressed and so low for years. It felt horrible. And I was thinking, what happened to my wife who left me and took the children to Africa? Yo, Africa! They're in Africa. You gotta go save them. It wasn't easy, and and it had me exhausted working at thinking about how to go there and get them back. I've been there 7 times. I've been there 7 times. Anyway, this photo shoot is of me 20 something pounds ago when I was 20 or so pounds less. I was lighter. My face was not as heavy and it looked really good. And these photos are unphotoshopped. Now, I'm going to describe what happened before that. I worked on my house on average 12 hours a day for 8 months until one time I had to go to urgent care to get checked out. I thought there's something wrong with me. It felt so bad inside. Every day felt so horrible. I had started getting the house ready for him because she said she's moving back to Roanoke. And um, she said no, she's not moving back. So I kept working in the house, working in the house. It felt awful. Every day felt awful. And it went on for months, not stopping working on it because I had to make money somehow. It was mostly all hard labor, all myself. And that went on for 8 months until I found out she bought a new house instead, a cheaper kind of cookie cutter, uh, regular, house they built in a few months, nothing special, but brand new and kind of good quality. And she bought that instead of this special house that is really something special for me and my kids. And I just, it hurt. It did something to me where I fell down in the road out there in the cold and couldn't get up. I literally did. At my age, I was only 42. I was 42. And I had been neglecting my health, just working so hard in the house for 8 months. I mean, it was finishing one big difficult job to do. I mean, and I had to do a good job of the work. It was something that I had to do, quality work, and that was the only way in real estate. Yeah, it has to be quality if you want to make the value of the house go up and stuff like that. So I worked really hard on it until, again, I had to see a doctor and get on medicine to help me with my health for about a month. I was so worried about my health. So I started working out a bunch, and I said, I can't, well, I knew I couldn't work on the house anymore. Even working a few minutes on it anymore hurt. It was pretty bad. I physically could not work on it anymore. I worked so hard in the house. And what I did, and you'll see my face is going to look really good in this video. It was lighter, and I look like really like an amazing model at age 42. And what I did was I started working out so I wouldn't die. So I was worried that I'd die because the stress of how I'm going to get my wife and kids back. She's not really my wife, but I thought there was a chance, and it had me so distraught for years of depression. It was really bad, probably worse than most people watching this. Um, I don't want to go into that, but now I'm happy. Now I'm happy because I'm done with trying to be with her anymore. I'm not going to try to be with her anymore. But this was the end of last year, and I was like, I had to put that on hold, trying to think of being with her then. And it hurt my health so much that I had to start working out and eating right. And I was worried for my health for about a month. I still had something that was affecting my health from it. I didn't know what it was. The doctor said, he gave me this medicine to help with it. And I had to take that for about a month. And then I was pretty much better. I was pretty well good. There's what my dad joked about. Jeep. And so what happened? What happened was, see, they was doing anyway. Let's talk about that. But see, I worked out really, I worked out really hard, a lot every day. I probably lost some body fat and I gained muscle, which is when you have lower body fat, you can't get too strong when you don't do steroids. It's just not possible, especially for a female. Also, unless you do steroids, you're not going to get that much muscle when you have low enough body fat. It just doesn't happen. You're not going to get that much muscle. It's almost impossible. So I lost body fat. Now I have more body fat on, and I got in really good shape. And all of 2020, I had no health concerns or worries the entire year, and I was happy. And I worked just as hard at videos, and I did tons of videos. And I did some feature-length videos, some really well edited videos, some original music, and more random ones with less editing, like me talking right now. But let's get to the actual photo shoot that I did of myself, and I looked really good. This was the best I had looked in like a year or something like that. So I'm probably going to get in better health again. It makes me feel happy. I'm no longer trying to get my wife and kids back to this house thinking we've got to be together. I quit that. I can't do it. I don't want to die. I don't want it to kill me trying to be with her when she just neglects me most of the time. And I've been there 7 times, made sure they're okay up until they're like about the preteen and teenage, till Roan was about 13 and Ivan was 10. And I think they're good. They're good, and I write to them. I do video chat, and I contact them as much as I can, but I'll try to visit them, but I got to do some stuff that makes me happy too for once. I've been hiding out in the woods with no social life for years, and the house before that, I was hiding out in that house, working on my house. It was awful, and I want to have a social life again. I want to be around people. I want to enjoy being around people instead of hoping to be with my wife and kids again, when she has not changed her mind in a long time, and I think she's never going to change her mind. I think she's never going to be with me again. So I think there's hope for me to feel okay and happy again. Instead of dying, I've chosen to live and to start getting back in better health and shape and stuff like that. And this was me last year when it had gotten to me. I did the best God's work that I was able to until it almost killed me. And that's how kind of a person I was. I've been celibate for years. I prefer living with a female who I'm in love with, who gives me attention, who's that's the best for me. That's the best for me, living with someone who I'm in love with, who is in my house, who I'm attracted to. I like that a lot. I don't like being by myself. I don't like it. I had to be alone for 6 years now. 6 years now. It's not been that good. I don't like any of it, but it was all for the hope of being with Danica and my kids, and it's probably never going to happen. It's probably never going to happen. I'm probably going to shave right there. So here's a really good looking photo shoot of me last year when I got really good looking. And there's one shot of my face. None of these are photoshopped. This is real. I didn't have to do any Photoshop to it at all. That's the reality of it. If you want, you can even zoom in really up close, and you can tell, for some people who are expert enough at that stuff, you can tell it's real. It's unbelievable. There's not a single wrinkle in my face. I don't know how I pulled it off at 42. I was doing it so I didn't die. I was working out for my health so I didn't die, and as a bonus, it made my face look really good. It made my face look really good, better than it looks now. And it made my body look really good, and I had really good looks because I was just working out and other stuff too. I was not only doing one thing, but I had worked out really a lot to save my life because I was worried for my life after how much God's work I did. And I don't want to do that again for a while. I'll keep being kind. I'll keep doing God's work, but I'm not going to allow myself to be walked on and have no social life. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get my house ready and might rent it out. Might go to Los Angeles and work in movies and be around people who do that stuff that I actually enjoy to do. And I'm probably going to visit, see my kids sometimes too in Texas, but it's like Texas is not a place for me to live. It's not a place for me to live. Not a place for me to feel happy. I just can't. I can't. Okay, check out this good-looking man photo shoot when I was about 20-something pounds lighter last year. Okay, this is John Birmingham. Oh, what the heck's on my face? Okay. This is good-looking man photo shoot. John Birmingham. And now, looks are not the most important, of course. But somehow, when I get in better shape and I'm feeling happy, I look really... I don't know why. I think I deserve to because I went through an ugly phase being made fun of for a couple years when I was like a teenager. And also I had been made fun of a little bit for being a heavier kid. And that enabled me to, get better looking later and enjoy that. I did a lot of God's work when I was younger. It was not easy. I was like kind of had anxiety and stuff. I was always nice to everybody else and wasn't as nice to myself. And God allowed me to be kind of better looking. So this is a photo shoot of me without as much fat. I'm like 20-something pounds less. I look really good. And here it is. Okay, check it out. Bye. Now I'm going to show you my video. Okay. Here it is.